Hello students, welcome again. Students, in our previous video lectures, we discussed fan fiction, historical fiction, science fiction, and today we want to discuss this crime fiction. These are the different genres of novel. What is a crime fiction? Crime fiction is a newly developed type of novel, okay, in which the whole story revolves around one main crime committed by one character, and then investigation is done by some other detectives. Now these detectives may be professional or may not be professional, and at the end of the story the whole mystery of the crime has been solved. That is called a crime fiction. What is the history of crime fiction, or how it actually came into existence? For that, you need to go back in past. If you see the olden literature, even 17th century 1001 Nights Arabian anthology, that can be termed as crime fiction, because in those stories also we come across some criminals committing some crimes and some other people trying to solve the mystery of the crime. Even the stories of Ali Baba Chalis Chor can also be said to be crime fiction. Okay, William Godwin, he wrote The Things as They Are, published in 1794, is again a very good example of crime fiction during the 18th century. You must have heard about French Revolution. After the French Revolution, there was much urbanization taking place in Europe. Okay, there was much gap between the rich and poor, and because of that, many crimes were taking place here and there, every now and then. So the amount of crimes were increasing towards the end of the 18th century and in the beginning of the 19th century. So even during the Victorian age, this because there were so many crimes in the society, this crime fiction became very popular in English literature. Now, if someone asks you what are the important features of crime fiction, then you can say that the whole story revolves around one single crime, which is a very serious crime of someone's murder or someone committing bank robbery, okay, or sometimes some kidnapping is done by some characters, and so the story begins from that point onwards. So that story revolves around these events like robbery, kidnapping, murder, and such crimes. Okay, this crime fiction also involves much amount of mystery and suspense. Suspense and mystery make this novel very interesting. Okay, they catch our attention till the last page of the novel. Okay, who are the characters in such novels? The characters are mostly criminals, police officers, sometimes detectives. Now these detectives may be professional and may not be professional, and sometimes science experts, scientists are also presented as characters. Okay, the story is generally presented in a very serious tone. Why? Because it's a crime fiction. Okay, so the tone of these novels is serious and gloomy, very sad. Okay, and at the end of the novel, most of the times the novelist presents proper poetic justice. Poetic justice means what? Good characters are rewarded and bad characters are punished at the end. So this poetic justice also you generally find in most of the crime fictions. Who are the major writers and which are the major most important crime fictions in English? Then remember this name, Edgar Allan Poe. Edgar Allan Poe, who is also considered as the father of detective stories. He has written so many detective stories, okay, during the Victorian age. Sherlock Holmes. Who doesn't know about Sherlock Holmes? They are very popular. The stories of Sherlock Holmes written by Arthur Conan Doyle, okay, they are also very popular as detective crime stories. Patricia Highsmith is another crime fiction author who has written these two, Strangers on a Train in 1950 and The Talented Mr. Ripley in 1955. They are also very popular crime fictions. And Kane has also written these two important crime fictions, The Postman Always Rings Twice and The Double Indemnity, published in the first half of the 20th century. So these are some good examples of crime fictions. I hope now the idea is clear. If you have any doubts or questions, do write to me in the comment section of this channel, and please subscribe to this channel and click on the bell icon so that whenever I upload a new video, you will get the notification. Thank you for watching. Thank you.